It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Break. Go 50 extra length. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Throwing his Lock on third down. He's got his tight end Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Room here to run. The 30. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, 56 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Under 10, under 10, 10. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, 66 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
First down, Denver. That's the end of the first quarter.
7-7, our score after 1. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You better be afraid of me.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
No. Under crunch. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check. 51's the mic. Go. Mike 51.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Slam. Check three. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Rush in.
3rd and short yardage. Brissett looking for Campbell downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. the Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Lock now on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
51 the mic, boy, 51. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hatch it. Shift. Watch twins. Check 43.
Play action now. Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Spins by. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Alert 3.
3rd quarter starts with a run by Mack. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The defense pushing the run game back on the first play of the 3rd quarter.
But I don't think that means abandoning the run totally. Sometimes you just have to focus on execution, right? They always talk about players, not plays. Well, tell your players to block.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Joker. Kill. Whip. Watch the whip.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 96 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Switch. Pilot, 64, weak. Big grip.
Now a carry for Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's Freeman, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, wahoo!
Now to the air. Lock. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 23.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Christian, Travis. Bud. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
We own this.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Smooth.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And these guys are going to hand the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Indianapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Single.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out. Orbit.
Play fake, Brissett. Lush coming, and he's taken down. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Slam. Chance. You got tape. Go. Ready. Hey, turn it out.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Von Miller, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 21-14. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check three.
They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Shit. Shit.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Shit. Check 50. Check 50.
Set. Go. Take off.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Brissett. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell.